Hey everyone, it's Lisa. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm really excited. I'm running a little bit late because I'm engraving a birthday gift for a birthday that I'm literally just about to walk out the door to go to. But I have this really fun imitation leather Bible. This is the Story of Redemption Bible if you are into that. Now, I just want to preface this. I did research and I found that this material is called True Tone. And it's not made of PVC, it's made out of poly, I think urethane. I could have the term wrong, but it's not PVC. So we are able to engrave this. I'm super excited about that. I have found that Crossway makes a lot of Bibles with True Tone, so it's nice because I can engrave these. So I am going to show you how I engraved this really cool design into this Bible. And if you see, this Bible is thick. It's actually thicker than the actual engraving area in our GLOWFORGE. So I went ahead and found out how I could flatten this out and get this to engrave on my machine. So I'm really excited about it. Before we get started, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more uploads. Give me a like if you like anything in this video. And don't forget, I do have a link in the description to show you how you can save up to $500 on a new machine. Right, so here is the Bible. I just got it in the mail the other day. Now, side note, if you are a Christian and you're looking for a new Bible, this is a really great one. It has nice wide font, and it's not a study Bible, so it doesn't have huge articles, but there are like small commentaries in the middle that kind of explain what's going on. And this reading plan kind of takes you in order of the story of redemption, not just, Genesis through Revelation. So just a side note. Now this is True Tone. You'll see it right here. Now I did a lot of research and I found that True Tone is actually like a polyurethane type of finish, not the one that makes PVC. So it is safe for our laser. Now keep in mind, not all imitation leather is safe. So you do want to be very, very careful. So this one, I'm really pushing the limit. This measures about 2 inches top to bottom, but like right on. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure my machine is off. We're going to bring this over so it clears it nicely. Let's bring this over. It clears that nicely, so I'm just going to check it out. It's not going to clear it that way. You see that? So these are nice because they do kind of lay somewhat flat. So I'm going to open this up, try to flatten this out as much as I can. Let's see this. Check it out. It will clear it. So I'll be right back. I'm going to get a piece of tape so I can tape a straight line here for my alignment, and then I'll see you in the software. All right, so I'm just grabbing washi tape. I'm not going to do like a perfect application. I'm basically just doing this so I can see where I can align my design since it's distorted. So let's flip this back closed. And I am going to basically put this with the edge right here. And again, this is just a visual. I'm not using this as masking or anything like that. I just really want to make sure I'm not placing it too far over. All right, so let's do it again. Bring that down. I'm going to straighten it as best I can. One more time. Good. That's great. So this should be within the right range. I'll be back. I might have to lift this with a board, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to close this, turn it on, and then I'll see you in the software. Okay friends, so I have this all set up. Now you'll notice that there's already something in here. This is a file that I engraved a while ago, and I want to use this for the Bible. So I'm very quickly going to take this. I just zoomed out. I'm going to somewhat shrink this down so we can fit on here. And now let's go back to our normal view. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, use my 3 dots, and set my focus. It's important for me to set my focus on this side of my Bible specifically because I do have the spine of it up, so I want to make sure it's focusing on the area I'm engraving, not the spine. So while that's happening, I'm going to upload his name. This is going to have obviously that engraving, but I also am going to personalize it. So let me go through and grab that. And so I'm uploading it right into the same file. So while that's uploading, this True Tone leather I found engraves pretty nicely at 1025. And then I actually want it to engrave before his name. So I'm going to bring this, drag his name down. And then we're going to hit engrave. And then it might not have the setting in here because this is a PNG and this is an SVG. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in a manual one. So 1000, type 25. And then I'm going to hit this plus to save it, and this will say True Tone. Alright, so we have that all set. We have this in focus, so I'm going to grab my design and I'm going to make it larger to fit my space better. And you can kind of somewhat see the edges of this, so I'm just kind of using that to align it. And I'm actually going to make it a tiny bit smaller because I want room for his name to engrave. But I don't want it too small because this design is very detailed, so I also would like it to be legible. Alright, so let's bring that down. And let's find the spot to engrave this. And then let me check my dimensions by using this little ruler. So it's about 2.5 inches wide and a little over a ½ inch tall. So I'm just going to change this to 2.5 to make it, you know, I don't know, even, I guess. Alright, so you can see it actually, let's zoom in a little bit more, looks weird. You know what I mean? It looks too big for this design. So that's why I like having this workspace to check. So let's just go ahead and make it a little bit smaller. And fix our placement. So we can do it right here. We can even put it in the center. I'd love to have alignment tools, but they're not here yet. Now this is me just going back and forth and deciding. Or actually I'll just kind of align it to the right side of the design. Cool. I think I'm pretty happy with this. Let me use my little hand to pan up. Let me use my arrow, and then I'm going to zoom out just a tiny bit, check how it looks. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So this will probably take a while to engrave. So let's hit print so we can see. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be like an hour and a half. Maybe even more, actually. Oh, check it out. My material thickness needs to be higher, so I'm going to use my little boards to prop it up. I'll be right back. Okay, so I propped it up with one of my little boards. I showed them in a lot of my videos, so I didn't want to set up my camera again. They're like a little more than a 1/4 inch tall. So we're going to repeat the process to set the focus right here. I might have to fix it. It looks like I might have loaded the page a little bit crooked. So, but I'm just going to finish this process. Line it up. It's kind of the same thing. I'm going to move the engraving and the name as a group because I like how they are set up towards each other. And then I'll show you how long it'll take to engrave and we'll move on from there. Oh my gosh, it's only going to be 30 minutes. Okay, we're going to do it. Hi, this is after the fact Lisa on my cell phone. So I tried excuse me, I tried engraving it and I had a slight issue. You can kind of see like right, I don't even know, like right here. So what happened was the binding was still up a little bit too high. So I redid it and I pushed it in. So I opened it up and pushed it in. So it should be fine now. So I just wanted to show you that. I'm not going to show you the setup again, but that's what I did. Alright guys, so here is our finished product. It looks, you know, you'll be able to see it more when it's in the light. But really, really fun. Now this was a cool project for me because I had to figure out how I can engrave this even though it was taller than my area. You did see in there I had a little bit of a learning curve. I did mess up just a tiny bit, so if you have something like this, make sure you push in your binding so that it stays. But overall, I'm super happy with it. I will link in the description where I bought this in case you would like to do this yourself. And don't forget, not all imitation leather is safe to engrave, so you want to be very careful with this. I did research and found that this material was safe to engrave, so that's why I did it. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're watching and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel. And don't forget, I do have a link in the description. You can find out how you can save up to $500 on a new GLOWFORGE.